Good evening and welcome back to Oddsparks, where sorry, I was making noises. We need to work on something today. So we've been making the copper, which is fine. We're doing the copper here, which is no problem. The leaf knot is coming in as well, which is nice. We need to make aether seeds, however. We're not making any of these yet, so we need to do that. Also, I do want to mention as well, no one's made any comments apart from one person mentioned that my audio sounded a bit weird in a previous episode, not of Oddsparks, but of another series there. But I've noticed that the quality of the videos isn't as good as it has been previously. Like, things are a bit wrong. To me, it looks fine when I'm playing, but after finally going back and looking at the videos, specifically after they've been uploaded to YouTube, and especially when we was over here in the cave, when it was low light, it looked a bit bad. So hopefully I've fixed that now. I've been doing some testing and looking at things, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better now. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but we'll have to figure it out. But yeah, hopefully it'll be good. But no one's probably. I don't know. Maybe I'm my own worst critic. Who knows? But so there are problems. I need to know. Also, apologies if I'm coughing a lot. Everything's wrong. Just everything's wrong. But we're going to make it right because we're going to work on aether seeds today. So what we need to do first is we need to grab 20, 40, 60, 80 of these. So we can go over here and do this to make this here. I don't think we need this for the seeds. So I actually need to do that now. So do you know what? Actually, let's put that in there and we'll leave that for a minute. We'll just let that carry on. So instead, let's look at this, what we need to do here. So we need to get another greenhouse, which is... Yeah, my throat is not fantastic at the moment. One of these here. So yeah, and the greenhouse is also some... laser. Boop. Okay. Right. Put that down there. So this can do coral germination to get the seeds, these coral seeds. Okay. But we need coral. Where do we get coral from? Where do we get coral from in a renewable resource is what I mean. I know where to get coral. Coral is easy to find. Right. Okay. I get it. Fluted coral can be broken down into coral. The plant extractor can, from a coral seed, extract limestone and coral, and a coral seed can be made from 2 coral and 1 fertilizer to make 20 seeds, and then 1 seed can become 3 corals after it's grown. So we get 1.5. So 64 seconds to grow that. This needs 32 seconds in the greenhouse to make 20 of those. So we need to loop them back to each other, or you can then take a coral seed with fertilizer and make fluted corals, and then cut the fluted coral down to coral with so we need to probably work on a better fertilizer setup. Although this is fine, it's keeping up. Don't get me wrong, it's keeping up. But I don't have the space here to do what I want to do with this. So. What's this side up here? We've got... No, it's a decent area up here. We could probably do the fertilizer up here. We would have to ship it down for the train. Because the train... Nope. We don't have to ship it down for the train. Because the train brings in the limestone to make the fertilizer, right? No, that makes explosives. So we'd have to ship the fertilizer down to make explosives. Okay, shall we reverse this round? Do that. What are you doing? You're... we don't need you anymore. No, we can run off this guy. can't we? Yeah, right. See what we'll do. Let's go over here. I've done a thing here. I don't know if I did this last episode or not. Let's see. Did I show this off last episode? I don't remember. But basically, I have put in a loop. Also, give me another test to see whether my recording's working fine. So, okay. So I broke through the wall here directly from the miner. So the miner mines. This is getting depleted, so it's actually running slower now than it was beforehand. It runs directly through here now, and along these paths here. I don't remember if I showed this last episode or not. I've done an awful lot of testing to try and make sure the quality was working fine. And then we come here, and then this can have a block in it for doing like the train. We want to put another train in here, but I haven't done that yet. I haven't done the train thing yet, so that's okay. We'll sort that out later. It could go around the back and actually put a train on the back if it wanted to, so we could have the train here. But I've just been generally collecting it all myself, like that, and then teleporting back over. What I did at the end of the last episode. Actually, I remember I did this on at the end of the last episode. I showed what I did for this. And, dumping it in here, and away we go. Yeah. So this one. Boop, boop. Okay, right, cool. I can make even more of them. So yeah. So what if we were to have a look at maybe changing up the fertilizer? Because this can actually run faster. Although this is making enough fertilizer for us. This is making 7.5 a minute. You are not using anywhere near that. You're using 2.8 a minute, I think it is. And you're using 7.5, 2 every 7.5 a minute. But this is not running either because the explosives are not being used as much because the train isn't running. So maybe we'll just get this going. And figure it out from there. So I need to bring. Oh, yeah, this will work. You need fertilizer. That's fine. And then we need to bring coral in. And then this is way too small for what I want to be doing space-wise in here to build a segment to redo things. So we might have to figure something out. But right now, I think I just want to get it working. So let's go and grab some coral, which should be fairly easy to get. There's plenty of it up on the mountain. We can just smash up some coral with our... I was about to say beavers. We don't have any beavers. Guess where my brain's been for a little while. Go! Can't run over the train station. Oh, okay. Right, pick all those up. Thank you very much. I did have a crate full of coral up here. I still have a crate full of coral up here. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and I got a load of yeah, give me 15 of those guys back. Awesome. Oh. So you may have 20. Let's throw 2 crafty sparks in there and get you working as well. So you're going to have a constant supply of that coming in there. So what does the coral go into? Let's look at the pattern here. So The coral has to mix with fertilizer in another greenhouse to make the coral seeds. That's this here. So the coral makes the fertilizer. Coral and fertilizer makes the coral seeds. We then have to have a plant extractor, which extracts the coral seed to coral and limestone. Or we can have another greenhouse which takes the coral seed and the fertilizer and makes fluted coral, and then we can break the fluted coral down to coral to make everything work. Now, we also need to, in that process, find a way to make so I need the coral seeds. So that's what I need. I need to make the coral seeds. So I need to build the loop here so I don't have to keep manually feeding this. Because it needs, I keep forgetting about that, it doesn't just need 2, does it? It needs 2, so it needs 20. So we're then going to have to grow it. But that needs 10 seeds. But you make 20 seeds, so that's okay. So we're then going to have to grow it again with fertilizer to make the fluted coral, right? So let's build another greenhouse, which we should be able to afford if I grab another 20 of that. And put that one here. I can't put it here. I don't have the space. What if we put it here? I don't have the space. I don't have the space for this here to work. Could we maybe put it there? No. There? And then I'd have to run that into there. This should have to come to there, but then this has to feed back to the start of this guy. How do we do that? How do I feed it back to the start of this guy? I can't, so I need to move some things around in here, don't we? Let's move that forward by 2. Like so. Let's grab a path. Yes, this needs a rebuild. Yes, this needs a rebuild. Okay, I am aware. I am aware this needs a rebuild. And I am just being stupid lazy and trying to do stuff that I really should not be doing this way. Let's move you to there. Move you to there. Right. Right. Go. There. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So I need to feed both these, and I need to feed this top one here. So but then this also needs to come up and feed this one as well. No, this needs to come back and feed this one. So that's not going to work, is it? Right, let's move this to be there. Let's move this over by 2, and then we can get rid of that path there. Okay. This isn't going to work because this needs to feed. This needs to feed to there, and then this needs to feed to there. Okay, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. This is artificially forced spacing. I don't need to do this sort of spacing. I know that. I know that completely. But I want to do this. So yeah, I'm gonna grab all of that and pick that up as well. I'm gonna dump all of this in through there, so that you will pick up from this one, and then you won't. Oh, can I just go in there? Okay, and then you won't go back to this one yet because this is fine. Okay, right. So this makes the coral, which is nice. Coral reef, that's fine. That comes down to here. This doesn't want to be doing that. This wants to be doing this one. Okay, so we will grab a use one of these guys, one of these guys here. You'll pick up the coral. You'll come along here. You'll dump the coral in here. This will start crafting. I need to get some more crafties, which we have in boxes dotted all over the place. I need to figure out these boxes because you've got more coral inside you. I could prep more of that. Let's grab that. Oh, that's not gonna. Idiot. Where have I got more crafties? Where have I got more crafties? I don't know. Down here somewhere in a box. In boxes everywhere, I think. This is incorrect. You don't actually want to feed this one here. Come back to me. Come back. Okay, you want to feed a stone cutter. Okay, the stone cutter wants to be set to cut that down to that, and then you want to do that. Okay, and that's self-fulfilling and self-perpetuating, and everything will be awesome. We just need to find some craft sparks to put into here. I made all the copper ones I could make, and I've run out of etheric crystals, I think they're called. They're the weird shaped things that we can't make yet. So, yeah. Let's see here. So you crafty sparks. Let's grab a load of crafty sparks. Way more than I need. That's okay. It's okay. We might need something. Yeah. With that train station, I could walk over. That's strange. So you want to have 2 in, and then you want to have 2 in. And that should be self-fulfilling. Let me just throw a spark onto there. Okay. So the fertilizer comes in and turns fertilizer and coral into seeds. Needs 20. Needs 2 times 10. So it needs 20 coral and creates 20 seeds. The 20 seeds go up to this one here, which with fertilizer gets turned into coral, and it's 10 seeds to 20 coral. And the coral gets broken down into the fluted coral gets broken down into coral, so that's 8 to 1, which goes back to here. So in order to do this, we need 20. No, because it's 2 ago, so we need 20 to make 20 seeds, and then from 10 seeds we get 20 fluted coral, which in turn gives us 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's 160 fluted coral we get from this. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to have whatever seeds are left over from this go into the mare's chest. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do that. And if I was to put in here some carry sparks, or a carry spark, then, because they work on the right, you'll pick up, this is the wrong one. It's you, isn't it? It's you that wants to come over to the mayor's chest. Ah, right, okay, so we don't need to do that. Okay, so you'll do the fluted into there. Which is fine. So it's you who makes the seeds. You want to go past this and into there, but you don't want to mix with the knotweed stuff, which is impossible for me to do like this, isn't it? Let's craft these box. Hold on. Carry. You in there. So, I want to put in another crossing here. And then I want to run this to there. So you will feed this guy first. And then if you haven't fed this guy, you will put the seeds in there. And you don't want these seeds. No. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I not paying attention? Huh? Why am I... Oh, God. Messed that one up. That's... What now? Not quite sure how they managed to get past each other there, but they did. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you don't want these seeds. You want the 80 seeds, which we can't make yet because we need to press the right buttons, give you the coral seeds. Okay? Right. How do I do that? I have to build you another one, but I only want you building on the way back. So, we'll just put in a chest for the him. I put it in. So I want to put it in here, but that would fill up before. So you'd fill up first. I don't want to do that. See that, you only turn right on, so you go around the outside road. So I don't want to do that either. If I did that, you would turn right again. Did that, or do you go up first? No, that won't work. No, there's no way I can see to get this to feed first. I could do this, which would mean that you would probably fill up this for the rest. And plus, this doesn't look like it needs up because it's not using most of the fluted coral up because you're already full. This feedback is over the top, so that's fine. Okay, and then you also want 200 raw aether. We can go and get that ourselves. And then all I've got to do is wait for those to fill up and do things there. I have compressed everything down into a tiny, tiny place there. I know that, and it's self-inflicted by doing that. So this is miasma. So then we go across here. This is the one that makes aether. Yes. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know full well that that is a self-inflicted problem that I could have dealt with if I just rebuild the area. And I even looked, there's space over here. We could probably rebuild and look at it. But I don't want to. And my reasoning for not wanting to is because if I'm going to rebuild something, even if it's a tiny thing like that, I'm going to just rebuild the whole thing up here. I think there is space up here for the whole factory, even with this space. We'll have to spread it out a fair bit. It can't all just go in one clump there. We'd have to definitely spread it out, like some up here. That's quite a nice big area there with some dots in. There's plenty of little ones over here, a few little ones there, which is nice. I haven't explored the entire frost area, so I don't know whether we can't plant up here. We can't build up on this black stuff, it won't be there. But maybe like there, even with some of the frost area in mind, that's quite a nice big area. There's no trees, but there are loads of trees down here that we could just chop down all the wood and bring the wood in. And then the wood can be made into whatever. We don't have to bring in the bark and the leaves. We could do that. We could harvest bark and leaves directly off the trees. But we could just bring in wood, because wood... did I discover something new, or did I discover new? Oh, that's, yeah. Because wood, if you just bring in actual wood itself, you can take bark from the wood. You can also... You can't get leaves from wood. I thought you could get leaves from wood. I guess you can't. Okay. No, we get leaves from not leaves though, so we can make those. But so okay, maybe we would chop down the. We'd have some doing logs, some doing wood. We'd have a couple of trains that have 3 carriages: wood, bark, and logs, and bring them in. They can go wherever they go to. So, but I'm kind of holding off on the rebuild because I'm lazy and don't want to get around to doing it just yet. So. Yeah, okay, that's yeah. So okay, so this is going to start working here. You've got the 200 aether. You need this here. We'll just have to wait for that to happen, and then we will come back in the next episode. 2, 4, 6, 8, and we will do these two missions. And we will then continue on from there. I could also get some of these things done. We can't get the flowers yet. We can get this done. And we can get the leaf knot one done. So, remind me about that. We'll see how it goes. But for now, we'll leave this one here. And we will come back next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. And I do hope to see you again in the next one. It's the merchant. Keeps throwing me off at the merchant wants stuff. And until then, as always, have fun.